How's it going, man?
Hey, what is up? And don't knock me around too much for messing up your last name. My gosh, and I never mess it up, by the way.
No, you're good. I'm good with that.
So you guys have been nothing short of impressive. You guys have done a great job lately. You've had PR after PR. I mean, low market cap. I've been saying this for a while. You guys are completely under the radar, underrated. Your market cap is under 500,000, and I think there's going to be an absolute surge at some point in quarter four. And I think we're staring it right in the face. And so welcome to the BFC, man. And I don't know if you want to open up with anything, but the floor is yours.
Yeah, no, we're super excited how things are going. I mean, getting that 25 million facility in place was key.
Mm,
And then being able to sign that revenue contract was also key
mm,
to getting us to this next steps here.
mm-hmm,
So I think later this week, we're going to have some additional news on
mm.
Uplist Ventures. And then hopefully early next week, we'll have some additional news on, some new acquisitions that we're trying to accomplish here.
Mm. Well, I want to get ready to. I have about 7 questions I want to ask you, and so I'm just going to go for it here. ECGI just went from restructuring, to real recurring revenue and institutional funding. What does this moment represent for the company internally?
Well, it's really our turning point. When I took over, there was not a lot of direction. They were just coming off of trying to do a lot of cannabis plays, and there was a lot of debt in the company that was really preventing the company from either bringing on any partners, whether that's equity partners or looking at new directions in terms of what's going on. So we eliminated a couple $1 million in liabilities, and then at the same time, we started this path towards acquiring some small, uh, making investments in some small companies as we're building everything up. So our next
Mm,
step here is really going to be start acquiring revenue generating companies.
it's amazing. The $25 million facility that you were just talking about, it's a huge vote of confidence. Can you walk us through how this financing structure works and what kind of acquisitions or growth initiatives it unlocks?
Yeah, no, it's really structured for flexibility. It allows us to draw down funds in tranches as needed. We drew down our first tranche of 255,000, and early
Mm,
next week, hopefully, you guys will see how we're utilizing that one. We should be able to get
mm,
that news out. It also gives us the capital so that we can go have these conversations with folks that we're looking to acquire or invest in. It's a much different conversation when they look at our balance sheet and don't see a whole lot in there, asking, okay, yeah, do I want to put effort into discussing this deal with you, knowing that you have to have a separate conversation to bring in the capital to complete it versus, hey, we have the capital in place, investors good to go, if we can sign off on the deal. So that's really allowed us to move these
mm.
conversations forward. Had some good conversations earlier this week, and again, next week, I think everybody's going to be happy with what we're able to accomplish with this.
Juicy, very juicy. I'm excited. And so, if you are invested or not invested yet, it seems like we're going to have a nice news piece next week. So make sure you follow ECGI Holdings on the X, and make sure you have the alerts on, guys. We've seen the 5-year LA facility contract kickstart ECGI's recurring revenue model, which is like you were just saying, this is just the beginning. Should investors view this as a one-off deal or the beginning of a portfolio of long-term agreements?
I don't know that I would call it an agreement of long-term agreements, but it is the start of focusing on revenue generation.
Mm,
So, moving forward, what we're really looking at is companies that have some revenue generating. So that way we can utilize those to help them grow, help us grow, and then get to a place where, we've really increased shareholder equity.
mm. Right on. Excellent. Man, you're right to the point. I love it. I love it, man. I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite plays on the OTC right now, guys. Just a matter of time. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
always put ECGI. Just a matter of time, and it's the truth. I really feel that way. I'm gonna go
I'm
back
right
to
there
us.
with you, man.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It's
And I'm
super exciting. Yeah, no, I'm excited to get to talk about this stuff. it's amazing what we've been able to do in the last, few months and getting this stuff in place. And I'm super excited about what's to come.
Awesome. I want to go back to September. Simon's September letter talked about accelerating access to public market value. How does this vision tie into the Uplist Ventures platform, and what kind of companies are you looking to bring under the ECGI umbrella? Is there anything on the table right now, or like
Yeah,
what can you
absolutely.
tell
I know.
us if you can?
Well, unfortunately, I can't tell you what's not public yet, but look out next week. Um, So what I can say is that the Uplist Ventures is really about allowing some of these private companies to tap into public capital. And the way we do that is by making a small investment in them and then allowing them to utilize our expertise in capital markets to raise more funds. It allows them to do that at a much lower cost. And as they grow, our hope is that they choose us as the partners to help them move on to the next level, whether that's a straight acquisition or whether that's an uplist to a national exchange.
Mm,
Our long-term goal with Uplist Capital is really to nurture those kind of companies. And now with our recent
mm,
focus on revenue generating companies, we're looking at adding those to our portfolio as well. So more of
mm.
a larger long-term acquisition where we work hand in hand with them from where they are now with a much shorter time horizon to help them get to where they want to go.
Yeah, there are so many variables that go into what you guys do, and what goes into being a public company. All right, especially a holding company. Um, with holding spanning from AI to fintech and fashion tech, how does ECGI decide which verticals to pursue? And what's the common thread that connects these businesses? Is it what are the variables involved? Like, just walk me through that a little bit.
We kind of throw them all on a dartboard and we throw darts and see what it hits. We
Woo!
got a pool of monkeys that maybe selects it out of a hat. No. Um,
I like the hat trick. Yeah, well, there you
exactly.
go.
So no, actually, what we do is we look for technologies that are actually meeting real world demands. We're not interested in investing in R&D type of companies or companies that are looking to provide a solution down the road once they've solved a significant problem. We're looking for companies that are already solving problems, and they just need a little bit more capital, a little bit more expertise, or a little bit more time to cook so that they can grow and provide their solutions to the world. So that's really how we determine it. We like to stay in the tech sector because we have some knowledge there. Um, fintech, AI, crypto, that kind of thing is definitely within our wheelhouse. We try to stay out of things that we don't have a lot of expertise in, say biotech or um, things that just we're not very familiar with. Um,
Yeah,
and then
no,
also for us, go. Sorry, I had.
no, all you.
Yeah, and also for us, it's less about like um, a particular vertical. It's more about looking for companies that do have strong revenue and strong unit economics that they can grow with.
Yeah, and talking about avoiding R&D, you're the second person like this month on the show that mentioned avoiding R&D, and you know what? I could see why some people would want to do that because you got a lot of wasted time and money that often goes down when that is the case, where you're spending millions and millions of dollars. You may have a solution, you may not have a solution. Who the hell knows? And you know what? As you're doing that R&D, there may be somebody already that comes out with that solution while you're doing it. And so it's a slippery slope of wasted time and money, in my opinion. I'm not saying that's always the case. I'm saying that's why
Yeah.
I could see why someone would be cautious in that realm.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it kind of goes to our core methodology that, for every dollar that we take in, that we spend, we want to provide at least a dollar, hopefully more,
Mm,
of shareholders' equity. And if you go into an R&D play, yes, there's potential for a much larger upside, but there's also a much greater chance of a downside. So we don't want to, we're not, we don't want to gamble with our investors' money. We want to make plays that we feel confident can result in an increase in equity for everybody involved, both, our investors, our shareholders, and,
mm.
and our partners.
Yeah, and trust me, your shareholders and future shareholders thank you for that. Because,
Absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
especially like you have the companies, they raise $5 million. Where's it going? Research and development. We might do this. We might do that. And you see a lot of flubs. I mean, especially in the OTC world, you see where people, they fuck up, and there goes that
Yeah.
money. It's gone. It's out the window. And you have to be strategic. You don't always get this opportunity. A lot of people do not get this opportunity. Sometimes the OTC, they go public, they're one and done, and it doesn't work out because they were irresponsible. And so, and like I said, I've been following you guys a while, and I like how you have taken your time. I like how have been very methodical on how you're getting things done, and you're not like Jamie the loose cannon. You know what I mean? Like you guys are laser focused, 100%.
Yeah.
And it
No,
seems like I
absolutely.
love it.
And there's a time and a place for companies that want to do R&D, and there's a time and a place for investors that want to,
Mm,
put money into that kind of risk capital. It's just
mm,
not what we're interested in.
yeah.
From the first investment that we did in Pacific Saddlery all the way through to the latest one that we did in Aurora Chat. We've everything is still going. Nothing has fallen off yet. We don't expect anything to fall off, and we want to
Mm,
continue that success. Where, like I said, every dollar that we invest into a company, our plan is to make sure that returns
mm,
at least a dollar back in shareholder value, if not more. That's our goal. And
mm,
even during times when we didn't have a lot going on, but we had to bring on more capital just so we could maintain the corporation. We did a lot of debt restructuring so that when you do look at our cap tables, when you do look at our financial structure, hopefully you've seen an increase in shareholder value
mhm.
even during those periods.
Yeah. You've mentioned a disciplined, technology-driven approach to growth. All right. Let's talk about guardrails. What guardrails are in place to avoid the pitfalls, like I was saying, of many OTC companies when they scale too fast? Like I just said, we're talking about, very methodical about this whole thing. So, give me your
Yeah.
take on that.
Well, we really look for founders and owners in the companies that we invest in that are there for the long haul with us. We're not
Mm,
looking to acquire companies and take them over or remanage them. They need to be already in a good position and need either additional capital or expertise or that we have, or they need to be in a position where they want to grow with us so that
mm,
we can get them into, either fold them 100% into what we're doing or help them do an uplist of their own. So really, that's what allows us to bring folks in. I don't have to spend my time trying to manage 5, 6 companies. They manage their companies.
yeah.
We work with them. We provide our expertise. We provide capital when it's appropriate. And that's kind of really how our guardrails are working at this time. The companies kind of
Mm.
stand on their own.
That's amazing. That's great. Good. Um, I have one more question. And by the way, guys, thank you for tuning in today. And I'm going to thank everybody for their questions and stuff. You're off the hook. Like they're not coming at you like they were coming after Rick. So they must like what they hear. I don't
They
know.
can come after me. I'm good with the questions.
Give it a week or two. Give it a week or two when you're back.
Oh,
And I'm just kidding with you.
I
You're very
think you've seen me go
transparent. Like
to
you're
fisticuffs
straightforward. You're a
with,
straight shooter. I love it.
yeah, and I think you've seen me go to fisticuffs with a couple folks on X.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I don't shy away from the hard questions. If people got them, there's a reason why we're doing things, and also those tough questions like Rick was answering earlier, they really allow the investors to make the right choice.
Mhm,
If you're looking for someone that's not looking on bringing on any additional capital and not having any more dilutive events in their thing, that's good to ask that question if that's key to you. But if you're looking for someone that's looking for growth, I think the key answer to that is something I've been hitting on the entire time, which is
mm,
every dollar we bring, provide that capital, so
yeah.
or shareholder value back. And as long as we continue to do that, as long as we have a plan to do that, I think that's the right way to go. And for
Ah, we lost you. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but you froze. Jamie Steigerwald is frozen. Hop back on if you can. I'm going to wait around a couple seconds because I want to make sure that you're able to continue with what you were saying. I'm not sure if you guys. Wait, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I
Yeah,
think I had a little glitch there for a second.
that's okay. That's okay. I still had another question. I don't know
Yeah,
when you realized you were cut off, but if it's all right, I'd like to ask my last question.
absolutely.
All right, all right. I hate when technology happens, right, guys? Technology. The one time I
All
did my
right.
whole intro for the show was the funniest thing, and I'm going through charts. I was like 5 minutes into the show, and I wasn't looking at the chat. Not God's honest truth. I look at it, and they're like, "We can't hear a word." And my mute was on the whole time. I'm like, "Well, ain't that funny?" They go, "Well, we got to redo the due diligence," but hey, tech
Yeah.
happens, guys. so if we're having the same conversation a year from now, uh, what headline would you want to see about ECGI, and what will it take to get there?
What headline?
What headline would you like to see in about a
Let's
year?
go with ECGI provides unparalleled shareholder value. I think that's a good headline to go with. And I think
Love
it
it.
speaks to like what we're trying to do. But what will it take to get there? It'll just take the continued discipline that we're doing, and really, now that we have uh, revenue, revenue events coming in, and now that we have this facility in place that's going to allow us to hopefully acquire more revenue generating companies. I think as long as we do that in the same disciplined manner that we've been doing for the last few years, I think we can definitely get there. So I think the answer is definitely discipline. You know, just being methodical and disciplined, staying on our path, and making sure we pay attention to the value that we're bringing to our shareholders.
Excellent. I want to thank you for coming on the show. You knocked it out of the park. I'm hoping to have you back on in the next couple weeks to really
Yeah,
follow up. I know where we may have some kind of a news event next week. I know you guys have been working your tails off. Congratulations on all that you've done, and keep doing what you guys do. And a lot of respect for what you guys have going on at the ECGI Holdings team over there. So great work.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and thanks for having me on, getting to share the message. Hopefully, after next week's announcement, we can get on again because I'm sure that'll generate a lot of questions with what we're going to do with that play. And thanks so much for doing this for the community. I think it provides a lot of value, and it helps everybody understand, who we are as a company and who the other companies are, so that way when they choose to invest their dollars, they know what we're all about.
And if it's time appropriate, depending on how next week shapes up, we are going live again next week, 4:30 on Wednesday. So maybe we'll see you. Maybe we won't. But we could definitely, guys, plan definitely on having Mr. Jamie Steigerwald on for a follow up. So great work today.
Absolutely. Sounds great. I appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
All right. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you.